Welcome back, episode 370, Nitty Gritty Sports Talk Radio Show. I go by the name of Roscoe English, and of course, I'm here with the flock. Got my guy Nick with me.
Yo, what's going on?
My man Keith PJ.
Let's go. What's going on?
Can't complain. Shout out to our brother Keys.
Yes,
we got some playoff implications to talk about. First and foremost, Steelers go to the bank. Steelers go home, shall I say. Defeat the Ravens 17-10. Don't let the Ravens fans fool you. We had just as many backups out there as they did. So it was a preseason game if you want to say anything. But we do win 17-10. Mason Rudolph in the elements completed 18 passes for 152 yards and a touchdown. The Pro Bowler, 15 completions, 146 yards and a touchdown.
What backups y'all had?
What? Well, first and foremost, number two. That's number one.
No, he's not the backup no more because
stop.
Kenny.
Oh, stop.
He was named the starter.
Stop.
Yeah,
you stop.
Do that.
He turned around your season, nigga.
Oh my God.
That man came in and played mistake-free football. You still calling him a backup? He didn't.
He is. Motherfucker's the third straight quarterback, yo. But anyway,
he can be first string in the playoffs.
Yeah, hey, he's earned it. The man has earned it. You know, I've talked a bunch of shit about Mason over the years, but I gotta give credit where credit's due. He hasn't turned the ball. He had one turnover worthy play, didn't happen. He's played clean football, went in the elements, made the one pass that had to be made to score a touchdown because it was ugly as shit out there. But hey, Mason, to my surprise, has held the ship down. Man, like, hey. What you just saying? Hey, changed our season, right? Like it was doom and gloom for everybody. I thought the shit was over. I'm not gonna sit here and boost and gloat. I thought we was done. Thought the fourth was done. Thought Tomlin was done. Thought everybody was done. And Mason, not all superheroes wear capes. Some of them wear number 2. So salute to Mason. But it was a nasty game. It was a nasty game. Had to lean on the run. The run did what it was supposed to do in the game in weather like that, and they made the plays. And then on defense, you force some turnovers, force some fumbles, and just play keep away and don't let the backup score any points. Like that was my main thing. Like, hey, even though we got backups out there, like, yo, we can't let that backups run it up.
Y'all niggas ain't had no backups out there, Sko. Y'all needed
on
that
defense?
game to make the playoffs.
What are you talking about?
Stop that narrative.
No, it's not a narrative. We had backups out there just because of injury. Like,
you talking
so
about
why even bring them up? They starters.
They
Starters then, bro. They're not.
Oh,
backups,
stop.
They
off the street.
Backups. We had healthy people sitting.
No, they off the street. That's the difference. These guys, yo, we on our fifth safety. What are you talking about?
We've been on our fifth safety the last 3 years.
What?
In this time.
Excuse me.
We've been on our fifth everything the last time.
You trying to make it seem like
no. I'm trying. I'm
situations
because it is. It's different being as though y'all wrapped up number 1 and y'all chose to play backups. We've been playing with backups. Nah, this isn't even like narrative gymnastics. I'm just here to.
Oh, you looking like Dominique Dawes.
Nah, and if anything, I'm Simone Biles, like the greatest. Right?
Can we do like a male reference stuff? Like,
I don't know.
About Sko.
I don't know.
Like my I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What about the first?
Yeah,
the first
word.
One I
don't even know no male.
Man, I didn't mean to call you.
I was about to say, Nick. I would say I don't know any. That's a good thing. Wait, you know who? But anyway,
nigga say I'm Simone Biles. I'm like, whoa.
That's the only one I know, cuz. That's the only one I know. But nah, just because I've been saying it all weekend. Of course, it was. I saw a lot of Ravens fans, not y'all. I know y'all better than that, but I did see a lot of Ravens fans pre-game posting the game like they gave a fuck. We had a whole conversation on Friday, so I know how y'all felt. But I did see the city like they posting the game like they give a fuck. And then after the game, yo, they beat our backups. Wait, if you won, you was already posting about it, which means if you won, I assume you'd be posting about it then. All good. I just come in here to let you know it was an even playing field. Michael Walker? Stop.
What?
Stop.
So
Michael Walker?
You had Pickens, You had your top wide receiver core.
Yeah, they played. Nah, yeah, for sure they played.
Backs.
Yeah, they played. Yeah, they played. Did Geno Stone play?
I thought we was going to be.
No, did Geno Stone play?
I didn't think you was going to come in here.
Nah. I just wanted to. I just wanted to let y'all know it was more even than what y'all are leading it to be. Talking about we beat backups. It was backups for us too. Like
I'm saying backups that y'all playing,
backups
that y'all played last week. Y'all gonna have to play this upcoming week, right?
Makes it tough for us.
We're not playing those same backups.
It makes it tough for us. Also, reference point. Whenever we played, we beat the starters too. Not y'all. Y'all know that. I let y'all know that.
Yeah.
I'm just for the listeners out there that be in the comments. This is for y'all, because this is y'all that's saying that y'all just beat backups. Nah, bullshit. We beat the starters too. Reference back to like 2016. We've just been beating starters.
All right.
Yeah.
Narrative over. Let's get to the nitty gritty, nigga. Y'all won.
Yes.
Y'all won. Y'all have y'all 17 straight. How many seasons?
So
with the winning
last
record?
week. So last week locked in 17 straight for Tomlin. This win, we got that. This win made sure that I was right, saying that we was going to be 10-7.
Yeah,
that's all that win did.
Yeah, and you were right. And congrats to you. What's the grand prize for being right?
Hopefully, we run up, and we're gonna talk about how we got here. Hopefully, right now, I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, damn, all right, cool. We got to make some kind of run, because if we don't, then what? We stuck in purgatory with that mid-round pick, right?
You think you're making a run as 10-point underdogs?
Hey, dog, the shit that I'm about to do, y'all are gonna laugh. Y'all are gonna cry.
He's about to say we can beat Buffalo, and then when y'all lose to Buffalo, it's gonna be like, damn, I wish we had a higher draft pick. We've seen this before. I saw this with Baker Mayfield.
I'm stuck with this mid-round pick regardless, because even if we made it in and we lose, it ain't gonna be no difference, right? Like, you stuck in the middle unless you go all the way. So it is what it is at this point. I'm not gonna cry about the draft pick, but what I will cry about is I'm looking at Buffalo and Kansas City, who were the two prospects once, everything played out with Jacksonville. We'll get to that soon. But I'm thinking it ain't the worst time to run up against them dudes. They not superheroes like they were in the past.
Y'all won
That's all I'm saying.
Games. Who were they against?
Seattle.
Yo, you pretty
I'll say
good.
Seattle.
Yo,
I'll say
what
Seattle.
Are you drinking tonight, Scope?
Pour me up one.
You're bugging.
Baltimore's JV. And Cincinnati?
Wait, you can't see it. You can't see it. Look,
Cincinnati, bro.
You gotta play.
You can't be barking up.
You gotta play.
Tree. Just be happy.
You got it. All right.
You just said you comfortable.
Does Buffalo?
Josh?
Who turnover man?
Yeah, he's turnover man.
Yeah, he's great. He's great. Yeah, he's great.
You're gonna get 2 turnovers, and he's gonna give you 30 points.
Yeah, he's great. But when we get turnovers, we get good turnovers. Good turnovers. Flip the field position. Yo, all I'm saying right now on Monday, we got a whole week. All I'm saying, them niggas not juggernauts. They got a better quarterback than us. They not juggernauts. They can be beat. Right?
Wow.
They were playing for their playoff life.
So what are y'all?
They clutch.
They are not juggernauts. Too. What are you guys?
Niggas that like to play ugly. So if you want to make it ugly, we can make it ugly.
You guys can't score with the Bills. So you
they
can't get the turnovers.
They haven't been scoring.
All right, sir.
They haven't. Outside of Dallas, that's the last game that they put up points, and that nigga completed 5 passes that game. They not running on us like that.
You're talking about 2 divisional games, New England and Miami, but
I've been called worse. I've been called worse. I've been called worse.
You don't even believe the shit you're saying.
I do. So, I do. They haven't been scoring.
I know you better.
They haven't been. They haven't been.
But it's okay.
I haven't. Yo, if this was 2 years ago, Buffalo, like 2 years ago, Kansas City, like, yo, I was talking about Kansas City with a flashlight 3 years ago when them niggas was in their prime.
Nigga, you just
shit ain't sweet with them. Shit ain't. Yeah, that was a month ago. This is a new season. This is a new season. If I'm not mistaken, we gonna talk about the new season soon. Only thing this game was
I feel comfortable going to go play Mahomes in Kansas City, or had you? I mean, now that you got,
this not even gonna be a talking point next week. I might have to do extra credit. We need to remind you of this.
Okay,
because you talking crazy, Skull.
Okay,
like, come on, yo. You know,
when I chop it up, I'm just going to go find. Stuff.
That's fine. You can find whatever. Y'all are good at it. Find whatever you want. All I'm saying is Buffalo ain't the Buffalo of old. They can beat, even if we got to do it on defense.
They can be beat, but it's not going to be by y'all.
Yeah, don't know that. Don't know that. Don't know that. How many? That. Hey, how many turnovers it take to flip the momentum? Just one. 8.5.
Yo,
8.5.
We know.
You act like Buffalo can't play defense against Mason Rudolph. I just saw a JV team play defense against Mason Rudolph.
Yeah. But they can be run on. And guess what? We running.
Against Cincinnati, the worst defense in the NFL.
Buffalo's defense is
against our
Buffalo's
JV.
defense is who again? Buffalo's defense is who again?
Oh my God. Yo, just fast forward the week. Yo.
Seriously. Seriously.
I can't.
No, seriously.
My brain won't
seriously. But Buffalo's defense is what? They great? Nah, they not.
You're not putting money on this, so you just talking.
They not.
You don't feel that confidence.
Trending up from what? Yo, they were bad. Like, you can move the ball on them, yo.
Oh, they were 6-6. They didn't win their last 5. Like, they've been in the playoff mindset since Thanksgiving. Like,
yo, you got a eventual game. You just gonna go. You just gonna steamroll straight to the play. Straight to the nigga. Shit, it can be. Why can't it?
So you got all this confidence from beating.
Why can't it?
Ravens.
Now, I got this confidence because it's a new season. It's a new season. Turn me up. Turn me up.
TJ Watt.
You was
up. Nick.
With Mason Rudolph and no TJ.
You bring up your very great point.
31 to fucking 13, nigga. I'm tired of this shit.
The TJ thing is a real thing, but I'll give you this. Prior years, we haven't had any kind of real reinforcements when he went down to injury. You can't replace 19 and a half. You just can't. But I feel better in what we have in depth-wise.
Now, be honest, you're
not. That will be okay.
Y'all not scoring with Buffalo. Even if you guys play good defense, force some field goals, force some turnovers, you're not scoring with them. Because quiet as kept, people will talk about the turnovers, but they don't talk about the scores associated with Josh Allen.
Yeah,
they don't talk
he
about
has
the
a lot of
yards
touchdowns
game.
this year.
They don't talk about the yards game.
Oh, no, I'm not worried about the yards. I'm worried about the points.
Y'all can't score.
I'm not worried about the yards.
Y'all can't score in a shootout. Y'all not about to sit there and y'all not that great of a defense to hold them to the point where it's a game. It's not about to be 14 to 13, Sco. It's not one of them games.
Oh, no. Oh, no, we scored more than 13 points. Stop. No,
you barely scored more than 13 against the JV Ravens.
What do you mean barely? 17? That's way over 13. And the first time we played y'all, it was 17.
No, 50
with the
is
starters.
Way over 13. 17 isn't.
17 is way over 13. If you put a ticket in for 13 and a half, if you put in a ticket for a team score 13 and a half, and them motherfuckers score 17, you gonna tell me it's barely? Answer.
Pretty damn good, boy.
Is it
pretty good, yo?
Because that green on FanDuel is all the way to the right. It's not even in the middle. It's down there. You score 17 and you put a team in for 13 and a half. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
I can't wait to smoke Steeler.
Come on.
Pretty good.
Don't tell me that.
I'm just smoking on Steeler Pack, yo. I'm going to be treacherous, nigga.
No, Nick, he's gonna come in next week.
Await my arrival. I cannot wait.
I told y'all after New England and Arizona what it was for this team.
I'm here.
It was over.
Nah.
Hey, this nigga a new life. Now look at him. Can't even give people
life.
Nice things.
Shouldn't have did it.
You shouldn't have did it. People nice things.
Shouldn't have did it. What Rick James say? What he say? Tell me what he said.
A lot of things.
He said, as far as them two dark-skinned niggas, never should have gave him money. Never should have gave this light-skinned nigga money. I feel rejuvenated. Because what I really want,
I'm so confused right now.
To get one win. If I get one win, and we can play y'all.
He got to do this to psych himself up, because then next Monday it's gonna be we lost and now we don't have the draft pick and we got to choose later in the draft.
I told y'all how I feel. The draft pick been gone. The draft pick. The draft pick was gone with 10 wins.
Listening to a lot of Sierra. I'm hyping myself over Russell Wilson.
Nah, we definitely not getting Russ. But if I listen to Sierra, I do like
I like Once You not Once You Start. What was that song? Yeah, I like that song.
I like the video.
I like that song.
I like the video. That was a quality video. She need to get back to doing that. She acting married and shit. Don't nobody care about that. Nor your husband. But nah. But what I'm really serious about, like, yo, we get this one win. Huh?
Gotta go play for the Falcons if you want that again.
As long as you're Pittsburgh. We'll talk about that. As long as you play for Pittsburgh, you ain't getting that Magic back in Pittsburgh. It's crazy up there. But anyway, I just want one win so I can really get my karma back. But that's down the line. That's down the line. My karma, what I'm looking for is to put y'all niggas out. Oh, how lovely would that be? To take that 8 out of 9, and that 8 was in the playoffs. That's what I want. But salute to Mason. We got other games to talk about.
Yo, I hope y'all come in here.
Y'all saw my tweet. Yo, you saw my Lonzo. You saw my Lonzo Morning tweet. You saw my Lonzo Morning tweet. I had to. All right.
About that tweet.
We did that shit.
I'm praying.
We did that shit. We here now.
I didn't want to do it.
Domination.
I didn't.
I cannot.
That's why I tweeted Alonzo Morning.
You talk, yo.
That's why I tweeted Alonzo Morning, because I didn't. I told you I'm not gonna sit in here, but since we here now, turn it up. No, I'm here. I'm at the party. Where the bitches at? I'm at the party. Where are the bitches?
They're gonna throw you out soon enough, Skull.
That's fine.
They're gonna see you wild around. They're gonna see you wild around, and they're like, "Oh, this nigga tripping."
That's cool. That's cool. But I was scaring
the ladies.
I was here to get you. Hey, it's gonna get spooky. It's gonna get spooky. It's gotta get spooky.
I went to the party.
It has to, right?
It has to get spooky for us. We gotta. It's gotta be spooky for us. We gotta bring niggas down to our level. We gotta start throwing chairs and shit.
You think Josh Allen's gonna make that many mistakes to keep y'all in the game?
Yo, him with pressure?
With pressure, with no.
Who knows? You can get we not y'all. Like if y'all lost Clowney, I don't know how.
We lead the league in sacks.
You got one nigga in the middle. You got one nigga in the middle. We got a plethora.
Matabuke
got a plethora. And he played yesterday. And he played yesterday.
Put
on his ass.
He played a half, Skull.
And that half he got put on his ass. What'd you say about Leonard Fournette?
I say he's gonna reincarnate himself next Sunday for sure.
Nah, I'm scared of Jacksonville Leonard Fournette. He ain't Jacksonville Leonard Fournette. He ain't Tampa Leonard Fournette. They just called the nigga up yesterday.
So you betting on this?
No.
As far as like person to person, or ticket,
in any fashion, ticket,
of
person to person, in any manner, money, anything. You
putting your money line?
No, he's not.
Nigga, what?
He's not.
Yes.
No, I know you got y'all plus 21 and some change.
No. I'll send y'all the ticket that I do. I'm gonna send you the ticket that I do. I'm gonna send it.
I'm gonna
send it. Y'all can see.
Early line is 10.
8.5. 10 on FanDuel. It was 8.5 last night. It's been moving.
I looked on Yahoo. That shit went up to 10.
It's been moving. That's cool. That make it even better for the loss.
Move 10 over under 35.5, which is
I like that. I like that.
So if the over under is 35.5, they basically saying it's about to be 24 to 14. Or
they better hope Gabe Davis play. They're gonna need him. I'm here. I'm talking all the shit. I'm talking all the shit now. Hey, you got it. Man's been struggling. Man's been struggling for 7 weeks, and now he just gonna turn up.
Struggling, like, bro. I don't want to do the narratives, bro. Can we not?
Even if he hurt.
Well, who you talking about?
No, I'm talking about Steph. I'm talking about Stephon.
I thought you were talking about Allen. I'm like,
no, I ain't talking about Allen. Fuck him. I'm talking. Who we gonna throw it to? Now, my big issue right now is going to be Kincaid. That's the big issue. Middle of the field.
You got Khalil Shakir, who's been making plays.
Yeah, he's been making plays. But
you got James Cook. You got James.
I ain't worried about legs. Yeah. The run game,
and you got Mason fucking Rudolph in a playoff game. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, what's up?
What's up on Mason?
What's up? I wasn't talking about Mason. I'm just talking about us as a conglomerate, as a staff, because they let Mason in the party, and you know how he get when he in the party. KNIGGA. We kicking all their asses. You
can't just be happy to be here, Skull.
Nah.
You got a chance.
Nah, because when I get there, I party. I turn up. I take the shirt off.
You party with Baker Mayfield. You party on the bench with Ben.
Yeah, I ain't want that. As long as the snap don't go over Mason head first play, I'm good.
And Keith Cook up next week.
Let's go.
It's gonna be fun, yeah.
Yo, I'm here to give you the content, but you better cook up if it's on my side too. Don't get quiet.
Fair enough.
Yeah, don't get quiet.
Put me on the summer jam. I don't give a fuck. I know that's not gonna happen. I'm confident in that.
That's all I'm saying. If I had to run into them two niggas at any point in time in the last 5 years, it's right now. And y'all gotta agree with me on that. Like they ain't
on flip side.
Neither one of them.
on the flip side, if they had to play a Steelers team in the playoffs, they would pick.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure they are licking their chops.
Give me the one with Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, I'm sure they licking their chops. I'm not even mad at it.
Give me that.
I'm not even mad at it. I'm not even mad at it. Friendly fire sucks.
Najee Harris. What you think? He about to be a different?
Talk about him. He is a different. You know how I feel about Najee.
I'm saying you think
I ain't heard shit about Jalen. I ain't heard shit about Jalen Warren in weeks.
You ain't gonna hear about the Steelers in months. Come next Saturday.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
It's gonna be the end for that.
Telling you, we get to y'all, then it's really talk time. Because I'm able to talk about that. Y'all know about that, right? Y'all know about that, right?
Man, please get to.
I can talk about that, right? Yo, they should just that background behind you, Keith. I don't see enough black and gold behind you, yo.
Why should it be black and gold behind me?
Because we own that place. That's why. It's ours. I know, right? It was right
that
there.
Shit off the backboard. So
I didn't think he was going to answer me, yo.
That's why I put my head down. I was like, I already know where he's going with this shit.
All right. Houston defeats Indianapolis 23-19. CJ Stroud, 20 completions, 264 yards, 2 touchdowns. Gardner Minshew, 13 completions, 141 yards. Good win for the Rook, man. Good win, man. Needed this game. Nico Collins was a man possessed.
You might as well cover the Jacksonville game too. 2 games.
Yeah. Because
what was the score on that, Scar?
Jacksonville lost to the Titans 28-20. Sunshine, 29 completions, 280 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Ryan Tannehill, 17 completions, 168 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Being as though that Jacksonville lost, that put us in the playoffs, which is why I'm talking like this. And it also gave Houston the South title.
Yeah, so I'll start with Jacksonville. I mean, just a disappointment as far as starting 8-3, talking about home field advantage, talking about number 1 seed, and then finishing how they finished. Somebody's head's got to roll. I don't know. It wouldn't be Doug Peterson if it was me, but it definitely would be Zach Taylor's brother, the offensive coordinator. He'd be out of there. It's just unfortunate as far as winning you're in against a team that we talked about it last week is gunning for a top 5 pick. And mind you, like I think he said the last show that Vrabel would be coaching with that mind state of getting a win. And that's probably why he won't be the coach next season, because he's stupid if that was his mindset. If you notice the Cardinals, they understood the assignment. They played hard, set some culture. I'm sure in the locker room, they like, we would have won that game if we actually wanted to win, but we got the better draft pick. That's the real win. That's the real win out of this, right? Same with the Steelers. They're going to get their asses handed to them this weekend, and then it's going to be like, damn, maybe we shouldn't have been all we could be, which is mid. Maybe we should have been a little worse so we could be great next season. So it's the same situation with the Titans. You know, you stop Jacksonville from making the playoffs. Now, how does that help you? I don't know. But going to the Texans, shout out to CJ Stroud, right? You know, no excuses. You know, I don't hear nothing about his offensive line. He hasn't had a healthy offensive line all season. He lost Tank Dell in the middle of the season. Nico Collins been in and out, but Nico Collins shows you who he is. And, you know, regardless of any of that. And then, mind you, we got to remember what the Texans were, right? The Texans were an organization that nobody wanted to play for. You had owners saying the inmates run the asylum. You had Deshaun Watson demanding trades. You had the owner doing things behind the scenes to kind of get Deshaun up out of here, allegedly. It was a mess down there. Didn't nobody want to play for them. But guess what? That's what happens when a generational talent is a generational talent. He changes the fortunes of your organization. And they couldn't have been that good if they had 2 top 5 picks. Good teams don't have 2 top 5 picks. So yes, they drafted well. Yes, they were superb in picking their coach, but it starts and ends with picking right at quarterback. When you pick right at quarterback, everything else just falls into line, and you can see it. Like they weren't supposed to be a playoff team this year. You know why they're a playoff team this year? Because they hit on their quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Their over-under was what, 5 wins? They got in the playoffs.
No
So,
excuses.
salute to D'Amico, salute to CJ, salute to the whole team. We talk shit about this organization's front office, but y'all made the right moves to get to it, and y'all are way ahead of schedule. Way ahead of schedule. So it's looking good for them down there. As far as Jacksonville,
quiet as kept, they can make noise.
Yeah,
In the playoffs,
yeah.
the Texans can make noise.
That's a winnable game against Cleveland. We'll break down the bracket, but that's a winnable game. Jacksonville, you got to look. I know coaches' heads are going to roll. QB coach probably, like you said, offensive coordinator, but you got to directly look at Trevor. I get it. He's been hurt, but it's no excuses. You suit up. We've all played sport. You suit up, and ain't no excuses. You got to show up. And for somebody that was a former number 1 pick, it's been up and down all year. I think he's regressed from last year, which is something that you don't want to see. I get it. He dealt with injury, but this a win and you win against Tennessee. Like you said, it's Tennessee, a division foe that you know that's not that good. That shouldn't have happened yesterday. And you got to look at him and say, yo, you have to be better. You have to be better. It's no way to slice this up. You can't be this inconsistent.
There were folk that was putting Trevor into those top conversations, and quiet as kept before Lamar signed his deal. Back when they were slandering Lamar and that was in vogue, there were conversations that were putting Trevor above Lamar, right? So, too much is given, much is expected. I haven't gotten the ROI out of Trevor. I don't see it. I saw it last year. I damn sure ain't see it this year.
Yeah, they put a lot of stock into that Kansas City performance going into there last year and playing them competitive. But I mean, you just looked yesterday, just ill-advised throws, just missing targets completely on a couple of them interceptions. So he's got to be better. I know late in the game he missed Ridley deep. Ridley was wide open. I like to watch Brian Balding. I watched him break down that QB sneak, and he said it didn't even look like a QB sneak. Where the Jazz got stuffed on the goal line. Looked like Trevor tried to improvise and go over top, and it didn't work out. So they had every chance to win that game yesterday, but their issue all year has been execution, and when they needed it most, they couldn't execute.
Right. So they long off season for them because there's too much talent on that team. I get it, you lost Christian Kirk, but you still got weapons on that team that beating Tennessee shouldn't have been a thing. But I'm here to talk shit because of it. So, hey. And another thing, yo, you cannot. Keith, I know you be wilding in the basement stepping on that terrible towel. But that's in the basement. Don't nobody see that shit. That's to yourself. You would never record it. Because you know it's a curse that come with that. You can't do that. When they beat us, that white safety with the long, ugly Goldilocks when running around our stadium waving that shit, they went 3-6 after. Sorry. Gotta watch yourself. Gotta be safer than that. You gotta play with something safe. That towel ain't nothing to play with. Tampa Bay, Carolina.
This guy.
Yo, I ain't been like this in like 2 months, yo. Just let me breathe. 9-0. Baker Mayfield, 20 completions, 137 yards. Bryce Young, 11 completions, 94 yards. Ugly game, but they do get in the playoffs. And it's going to be a long offseason for Carolina, man. Long offseason. They got a lot of decisions to make. They got fired the GM. So now it's going to be a GM search, head coach search. And trying to figure out how you build this team around Bryce Young.
You can't build it. You don't have no draft picks.
Yeah, I know.
Your top free agents they're gone. Like it's just a recipe for disaster. So I don't see the light for this football team, for this franchise right now. Like they done dug themselves a big hole, and it's gonna be hard to get out, especially without no draft picks, no top draft picks.
That and Bryce.
What is he?
We don't know what he is. We don't know what his potential is. And do you have hope with Bryce? What are the things that he does well? Still trying to figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
Is it pinpoint accuracy? That's to be debated. Is it arm strength? I didn't see it. Is it pocket presence? I didn't see that either. Will he be able to remain healthy? At his stature, I don't know. Will he be able to get bigger at that stature? He's a lean guy. He is who he is in that regard. He can put on some football strength. I don't know if he's packing on pounds, though. Is he a leader of men? TBD. Will he be able to uplift a team? I don't know. So it's a lot. It's a lot of I don't knows. And when you have pole position, and when you give up picks to get pole position, you have to choose right. You cannot do all of that, all of what they did, and then have CJ Stroud be generational behind them. That will set your franchise back 5 years. And now for the next 2 years, you have to devote to Bryce Young figuring out, can he be that guy, as opposed to knowing in the rookie season that, hey, we got a guy for the next 15, 20 years. Now you got to devote the next 2 seasons to, I hope he pans out, or we'll be right back drafting another guy that's going to require 5 years of patience. Sucks.
Could you imagine
right.
CJ Stroud in that weak NFC South? He would have had a field day.
Now, mind you, different team, different circumstances, right? But
I think him and Frank Wright would have clicked.
Yeah, he is who he is.
Yeah, because that's the one I wanted. Yeah, would have clicked.
I think him and Frank Wright would have clicked. I think they would have clicked just fine.
Yeah. I mean, hey, those weapons that they had, granted, they aren't great, but DJ Chark can make plays in this league. You saw what Adam Thielen was able to do in this putrid offense. You put a better quarterback back there. I'm not gonna say they go to the playoffs, but like you said, weak NFC South, it would have been a toss-up, not 2 wins.
And quiet as kept, people that watch college football knew who Tank Dell was. But quiet as kept, Nico Collins and Tank Dell weren't these high heralded, can't miss NFL draft prospects.
Yeah.
So people acting like, oh, CJ Stroud holds those 2 people, and that's why he's good. No, he elevated them as well. They weren't anybody in this league yet. You know what I mean? CJ Stroud came and everybody's seeing who they are. I mean, that's how those type of marriages work.
Dalton Schultz proved to be a quality tight end, and he was a castaway. Like, yeah, you get one of those, yeah, everybody around you steps up. Moving right along, the Saints defeat the Falcons 48-17. Desmond Ridder, 22 completions, 291 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a completion to the other side. Derek Carr, 22 completions, 264 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to come with this game, but as far as the football side of it, the Saints were just a better team, and they were a better team all season, more consistent. They played better on defense more consistently, offense scored points more consistently. Atlanta still didn't have an identity. If you're going to lean with the run, you got to be exceptional with the run, and they never were exceptional. They had good games, where their run game got involved, but they weren't always exceptional in that area of the field. And when you're not always exceptional and then your pass game is suspect, it's not a recipe for success. And that's why the coach got fired. Thank God, if I'm an Atlanta Falcon fan, I'm very excited about the fact that I don't have to worry about Arthur Smith anymore. And we have an opportunity to at least try to attempt to extract the value out of these top first round picks, right? We got all this first round talent in our building, and we're not maximizing what they can offer on the football field. So that was the indictment on Arthur Smith, and glad that they kind of figured that out. But the Falcons just weren't a good team all season. They just weren't.
Yeah, the ineptitude of this offense is ultimately what doomed him. You can't have the likes of Kyle Pitts, Algier, Bijan Robinson, Drake London, and struggling to put up points. And obviously part of that's because of the quarterback, Ridder. But this is the same franchise that doubled down on Desmond Ridder last offseason with the opportunity to jump out there and get a quarterback of Lamar Jackson stature. So they doubled down, and sometimes when that happens, it don't go your way. And so for Arthur Smith, I don't see how he's another head coach in the NFL. He was mediocre in Tennessee to me. So I think just the writing on the wall, if you have all those weapons and can't do nothing, it's game over. Now for Atlanta on the other side, go get you a quarterback and a coach who can further develop those weapons, and I think the sky's the limit because the NFC South's not getting any stronger in the next year or two. So I think Atlanta's one of those teams to be on the lookout if they can bring in a quarterback this offseason and get a coach to pair with him. Please get somebody Kyle Pitts the ball. He's not just bad.
Nah, he's not. He's not. On the other side, New Orleans scored late in this game, like last second late. It went against what Dennis Allen wanted. Jameis made a decision. Let's hear Jameis talk about his decision to change the play.
Well, I apologize to DA because the play was victory. But I also explained to DA that it was a team decision. And I think when you have a team morale, and I asked the guys, I said, guys, like, what do you want to do? We know how much Jamal means to this team, and I understood from DA's perspective. So I give him that. But DA didn't condone that at all. You know, he didn't. However, we decided as a team to do it, and man, we got an interception to the 1 yard line. You know, like so if we would have scored, would it still would have been disrespectful? Right. You know, so
Tyron wasn't in on it, was he?
No, Tyron was not in there.
No, just kidding.
Like it was.
My niece. The one thing that stuck out to me is, if the coach say something, as a team, fuck that. I was like, damn, Dennis Allen. All right, cool. I don't think Andy Reid, Mike Tomlin, Belichick, just run down the list. If they make a call, that's the call. He said, no, we're not doing that. That was tough. That was crazy. Jameis crazy.
So, do y'all think this ends up good or bad for Jameis? Because it's cool when the players, offer their support, and there's been tons of support on social media. But
it's going to be bad for him.
The players don't sign checks.
It's going to be bad for him.
The players can't even get together and unionize to have a better CBA or unionize and show unity to get fucking more guaranteed money. So
he's not
all this support is cute, but how's it going to help Jameis when he done pissed off a franchise? And when I say the franchise, I mean the coaching staff, the organization.
That man cussed out.
He was the number one pick. Hey, if y'all cool with this, hey, yeah, Jameis, you go ahead and don't listen to your coach.
Got that man laid out. If I'm Dennis Allen, and man, you gonna have to talk because
my only problem with the whining on Arthur Smith part is though, like it was 1st and 10, under a minute and a half left. You were still throwing the ball, so just run the ball if that's the case. And New Orleans not going to use no timeouts. That's the end of the game. You still electing to throw the ball. You still electing to go down the field and try to score. I ain't got no problem with it. I really don't.
I'm not rolling with that, because that's different.
I ain't got no problem with it.
If I'm losing a game, I can fight to the end. If you in victory formation, that means to the
42-17. The game is over.
Yeah. But the only thing to that though,
that's like Miami. That's like Nick Chubb getting hurt last week. It just nailed the ball out. It's no point.
No, I agree. But when you're in victory formation, you're also telling the defense that we concede.
Right.
So
that's my issue.
When you run a play, people can get hurt like that. Like I'm not expecting y'all to do this, and then y'all do this.
No, I'm with you on that one.
It's just a little weird, bro. It's just a little weird. And there is unspoken rules of engagement, unspoken sportsman-like rules. I mean, I will say Dennis Allen's a piece of shit for not getting Jamal Williams a touchdown earlier in the game or earlier in the season. He had the whole season to get a touchdown. It really was that deep to get it at the last play. No, that's on Dennis Allen. He should have made sure his guy got into the end zone earlier, but he didn't. So now we teaching kids, don't listen to your coach. If a few niggas on the team say it's cool, don't listen to the coach. This is how niggas don't get jobs.
It's a lot of niggas who ain't listen to their coach. Like Bean ain't listen to his coach. That nigga did what he wanted. Like
who?
I'm just saying it's a lot of niggas. I mean, I get it, but I'm saying like Jameis ain't the first nigga not to listen to his
coach.
Like,
he is the first nigga to throw 30 for 30. And his decision making, whether it's on the football field, off the football field, stealing crab legs, or not listening to his coach, is the reason why he's on the bench. Because he has the talent to be a starter.
He's not right.
Hey,
that's
Keith.
Hey, no. Hey, listen. Let's
go in and it makes it worse because you went to the media to say that you went against your coach. Like if he would have kept that close, took it on the chin, whatever. Nah, yeah. We said fuck him. Yeah, that's right.
As a people, we will blame everybody else for
Yeah.
why he won't have the opportunities. He's not pissing off players. He's pissing off organizations.
Yeah.
The players aren't paying him.
Yeah, he go out there,
but I think he know that. Like I think he knew it was going to come.
I agree. I think he don't give a fuck.
That's how. Yeah.
He likes being a backup, and
I
love it.
He comfortable. Yeah, he comfortable at this point.
Nigga was rapping Ludacris on the sideline a few weeks ago. Like he cool. Like I don't think James.
I don't want more for him. I don't want more for him either.
Nah, yeah, he's
better than 99% of America. You know what I mean? As far as how much money he makes and his stature.
Right.
So
yeah,
might not give a shit. I wouldn't either. I guess. Maybe
but
I
as
would.
a teammate, I mean, I ain't got no problem with him. Like if I was in that huddle, I'd be cool.
Oh, they love that nigga. Yeah, they saying he the best teammate they ever had.
He won't be their teammate next year. He won't be. Guess who won't be on the team next year? So all that great teammate shit is cool. When you don't have a job, though,
holla at him midfield next year because he ain't gonna be there. He'll be somebody else's backup. But Dennis Allen, they can't re-sign him. That's be an indictment on Dennis Allen if they do.
They're not gonna fire him after 9-8.
Oh, I ain't talking about firing him. I'm talking about bringing back Jameis. Nah, we can't have him back. Yeah. No. I know he a free agent. Don't you even think about signing him. Fuck that. He can't come back. Yeah, no. Green Bay defeats.
But we used to ask like why the Derek Carrs are getting opportunities. I hate having to side with Shannon, but it's like, yo, you gotta.
Yeah, nah.
Sometimes you gotta play the game. Like same with Mikey Williams. Like when you get in trouble for guns, the first thing you do after you get out of trouble isn't filming yourself listening to Young Boy. Nigga, you need to film yourself passing out
and ask for a trank
kids.
And then hit
you
the
need to be listening to Kirk Franklin.
he did
film yourself doing that. Like niggas be stupid and then blame everybody else.
He came out listening to Young Boy,
riding around listening to Young Boy.
I ain't seen it. Y'all gonna have to send it to me. I ain't seen it.
And hit the transfer portal. All in like a 2-hour stretch.
I beat the case. The first thing I do is film myself listening to Young Boy.
Like you gotta know what that comes with. I'm not saying don't listen to Young Boy. Listen to Young Boy all you want. Just not on the phone. Not on the phone.
We fall down, but we get up. That's what be my Instagram reel.
Hands in the air.
Working on.
You feel me? You gotta praise to that shit.
Yeah, for real. Y'all hear what I'm listening to? Praise them. Matter of fact, that's what they do. They put their hands out to receive the praise.
Because I know what the people gonna do against that. They gonna fix his business. They're gonna fix his business.
Yeah, I don't know where he gonna be playing, but it's gonna be fucking Rhode Island, some fucking.
And Alvin Kamara's report ain't gonna help it. They're gonna fix his business. They always do.
Oh yeah, nah, he gonna learn. James gonna be in the XFL. Well, it's not the XFL no more, the UFL, whatever the fuck they changed it to. Green Bay defeats Chicago 17-9. Justin Fields, 11 completions, 148 yards. Jordan Love, 27 completions, 316 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Shout out to Jordan Love, man.
Yeah,
clinching a playoffs seed and appearance in his first full year starting. You know, you really can't undermine kind of what he and the Packers did. Shout out to Matt LaFleur. This is a team this is the base point now. We made the playoffs. We did what we needed to do, and now we build from this point. They've identified Jordan as their guy. He went out there and proved that he was their guy. So now you surround shit. They got weapons. They got a lot of young receivers. I didn't even got to say surround them with weapons. They got some youngins. They just got to grow together now.
Yep. Reed and Watson are guys. Reed and Watson are guys.
Without Watson elite.
And without, So they're in a good position. He had a lot of ups this year. He had some downs, which is given first year starting, but his flashes, that arm talent is there. Like you can't deny the arm talent. Just building the consistency.
Did you see that one he threw to the wide receiver who dropped it in the end zone when he darted it between the I was like, good God, that's the throw. That looked like A-Rod.
Yeah, he had some off the run on the move. I said, okay, it's there. On the flip side, I don't know if you bring back Eberflus. I wouldn't, but Justin Fields know what time it is. He better do. He gave the city of Chicago his farewell. So now it's just which quarterback are you getting, Drake May or Caleb? Because I don't see him coming back there.
Nah, I mean, he didn't do anything to keep that job, in my opinion. Like, you go with the younger quarterback, you go with resetting the rookie contract. And Eberflus, he won't have a job either. I think they'll come in with a whole new regime next year for that team. And rightfully so. They've showed flashes of what they can potentially be defensively. But I think they won't be really who they're set out to be until they get the right coach and quarterback in there to go hand to hand. Justin Fields played his last game in Chicago yesterday.
You think so? Because the fan base, it seems to be very split as far as Bears fans wanting to still continue with Fields, but also you have this opportunity where you do have some good, great NFL prospects at quarterback. You have the position to be able to draft one of them, and you have the ability to get a fresh start. So what's your thoughts on that, Keith and Skull, as far as the split?
My thought is that you had this chance for a fresh start last year with the Bryce Youngs and CJ Stroud. You elected not to have that fresh start. You went through this season, pretty much looked the same as it did last year. Started off slow, got a little hot, finished, and now you got a chance once again to reset the clock. Now you got 2 picks in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
They saying they both generational talents. We'll see. But I think if I'm them, it's time to restart this, because if I'm Chicago, I look over at Jordan Love and I'm like, well, they 9-8. They in the playoffs. The weapons are comparable in a way. Like, they both young weapons. Justin Fields haven't done nothing with it. So I'm starting the clock over if I'm Chicago. A month ago, I thought I was going to say Justin Fields, but I don't think he did anything to say keep me in Chicago over the past month.
If I'm I think that's a good analysis and fair too. And I'm trying to be fair as well, because I got my personal biases. I do think he played well over the second half of the season, albeit the defenses and teams that were played leave a lot to be desired. But at the same token, Sko always says that you got to play who's in front of you. So in that regard, he showed well. But at the same token, it's still a hope and a wish, right? Mm-hmm. And quarterback prospects in the drafts are hopes and wishes too. The only difference is you got 3 years of tape versus none. So the hopes are a little different. See, with Justin Fields, the hopes and wishes is more of an educated guess because you have tons of tape. Mm-hmm. With this, it's a little less of an educated guess. You kind of have to, you like, if I'm the GM, I know if I pick a new quarterback, I'll have 2 or 3 seasons to at least see some of it out. If I pick Justin over this crop of talent, I'm going to get fired if it doesn't pan out. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, if the quarterback that I didn't choose becomes nice, I'm getting fired. If Fields doesn't blossom, I'm getting fired. So it's a lot of ways to get fired versus let's just go with this new shiny new tool.
Yeah, I'll close this game out with saying Justin did enough to get picked up by somebody else and for them to say, yo, we can fix him. He's flashed enough to say, yo, we can fix him. Chicago's fucked up. But he also didn't flash enough for Chicago to say we can fix him our damn self. So it'll be good for both. It'll be good for both, honestly.
But honestly, yeah.
Can you fix him from seeing the field better and holding on to the ball in clutch situations?
If you're offensive guy, you might say with those God-given abilities that don't grow on trees, that other stuff with coaching, somebody gonna say, yeah, I can.
Yeah, somebody.
This is first chance. This is first chance. So yeah, somebody gonna say.
I definitely think. Yeah. I'm saying, do you think it'll pan out? I'm sure
it's crazy.
Smith got a second chance. Anybody can get a second chance.
Yeah. I've seen Nate Peterman and all of those. But the thing that's so confusing with Justin Fields, like you look at his college tape. Now, granted, those receivers are all world. We've seen what they've done in the league. So, but he could hit a wide open guy, right? He struggled with that in the league, and it's confusing. Like in college, he was accurate, and it's the flip side.
We just got
clearly like you can't even go off college with him. It's so far. Like it's not even close. to what he was. So if you're an offensive guy, yes, hey, no, if we can work on your feet, start in a progression with your eyes starting there. Like half the battle is where your eyes are placed to start your progression. They might think they can fix it.
We'll see.
I mean, hypothetically speaking, if you are the Bears and you do elect to keep Justin Fields, and what do you do with those two top 10 picks? Do you go get a Marvin? Do you go get Marvin at 1 and get a defender at the back of the top 10? Like, I mean, the choices will be limited. They'll have a lot to pick from. Even if they elect to trade the 1 and just stock up, like they're in a good place, Chicago. Like this is where you want to be if you're at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, they ain't a good place until they got to make that decision, though. Like Nick said, you stay with Justin. You know, even if he stay the same, he ain't got to get worse. Even if he stay the same,
staying the same is
you getting out of there. You getting out of there. Even if you stay the same, you getting out of there. They can't keep going 7-10.
It's not to say he's not a starting quarterback in this league. I would say he's top 22, top 23 at his position, maybe a little bit higher. But again, the great quarterbacks win games and make plays when things aren't going according to plan. See, the thing with Justin Fields that I'll be getting pissed off about with the fans is they make it seem like everything got to be perfect for the young man.
Yeah.
You know, I saw Willie Snead and Seth Roberts. Everything don't got to be perfect for you. And yeah, when you say, you know, you can't compare him to Lamar, he was drafted higher than Lamar. Why can't I? Why can't I compare him to somebody who is his athletic comparison? You know, we're talking about somebody who is a supreme athlete that throws the football. Why can't I compare him to the last pick of the first round when he was in the top 15? He's supposed to be better than what he is by this point of his career. And it's like, you know, if everything got to be perfect for you, it's like same with Rashad Bateman. When he dropped that long pass a couple weeks ago, and people were on the timeline talking about Lamar Jackson, the pass should have been a little bit more accurate. I'm like, yo, he had his hands on the ball. If you're a first round pick and you can't catch a pass with your hands on the ball, you're not like that, bro. So again, every quarterback that succeeds in this league, their situation hasn't been perfect. You know what the difference was? They were great.
Yeah, better. Yeah, they was just better. So I hope he gets better. But we'll see.
We'll see.
Clock that situation close. Dallas defeats the Commandos 38-10. Dakota Prescott, 31 completions, 279 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a pick. Sam Howell. Yeah, I know, right? 19. Why was he playing? 19 completions, 153 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions for Samuel. Yeah, this game was what it was. The big story coming out of this is that Riverboat is out of there.
Bye, Riverboat.
Riverboat is out of there.
The Commanders have been asking permission for to talk to Anthony Weaver, who's one of our defensive assistants, and also Mike McDonald, who is our defensive coordinator, which would be interesting. Very interesting. Would they keep Eric Bieniemy in that scenario? Because you know, a lot of coaches, when they get head coaching jobs, they want to bring in their own people, their own staff. It would be very interesting how, if that happened, or whoever comes in, if Eric Bieniemy stays or if he goes to coach a different team.
More news on their forefront. They hired Bob Meyer, who we talk about a lot in the NBA with the Warriors. So he's switching sports to help this ownership lead the Commandos to a new day, a new light. So we'll see what they got going on. It seems like the owners are making the right moves right now. It's Black Monday, so still early, but getting Bob Meyer, you hoping he brings the success that he had with the Warriors over to you. Starts with quarterback. He's not your guy. So hopefully they're looking. And go ahead and poach McDonald, and hopefully he'll take Monken with him. That would be great, wouldn't it, guys? No? All right.
Say it again.
McDonald takes Monken with him. Little D'Amico Ryan, little poach, like, nah, it's my guy. I'm gonna take him with him and pay him more. We got big money over in with the Commandos. Big money. Magic over there. Let's go.
The Magic Man.
The Magic Man. If can't nobody else can, the Magic Man can. Now, last and finally, the Bills Defeat Tattoo Tua and the Dolphins 21-14. Josh Allen, 30 completions, 359 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Tua, 17 completions, 173 yards, a touchdown, 2 completions to the other side.
So with this game, it was a quintessential division fight, right? This was everything it was supposed to be. 8:30's primetime game, a fight for the division, win and you win the division. This was what it was supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be easy. Tua threw some picks. Josh threw some picks. Defense played well on both sides of the football, I believe. It came down to Hardy making a play and Josh Allen making a drive in the fourth quarter, mustering up enough to make a drive and finally executing in the end zone or the red zone, I should say. That was, you got to criticize Josh because, a couple of those plays, the fumble and the interception in the red zone, in the playoffs, those are the type of things that lose you games. Those are the type of games that take points away from the off the scoreboard and push you in bad positions. One of the picks I really didn't care about, you talking about 4th and 2, you heaving it 40 yards downfield. That's a fucking punt. I don't care. But when you're throwing picks to Eli Apple, when you can get 3 points, when you can't take a sack correctly, where that's 3 points available to you, those are the type of things that bite you in the ass against better teams. Now, mind you, they were playing against the Dolphins, which is a pretty good team, but he's going to have to play a cleaner brand of football. But even saying that, he hasn't played a clean brand of football in years. And they're still a dangerous team. That's why I don't be getting why people be like, well, if you force Josh Allen to get turnovers, well, the motherfucker's been doing that every game. And he still
you got to capitalize on those. Yeah, you got to capitalize on his turnovers, but that's half the battle. You can turn them over, but you got to capitalize on it, or if not, you just giving him another shot to beat you.
As far as Tua, I mean, what can I say? It's been written, Skull. Keith, it's been written, it's been said. Niggas been saying this for 2 years.
For a long time.
He ain't like that, and he never was. But shout out to Mike McDaniel and Tyreek Hill.
He cool, but
he was never like that.
That's about it. Yeah.
Oh, he throws deep. Y'all talking about his arm strength. Okay. Well, if you think mustering up enough to throw 45 yards downfield to watch Tyreek Hill stop for the ball is arm strength, hey, you guys got yourself a quarterback. Have fun with that.
Like, this is the ceiling for the Dolphins. Like, they're gonna win a lot of games, and they'll be on the cusp, but they'll never be more because their guy isn't more. He's limited in what he can do. They tried to blame Chase Claypool on the interception. Now, granted, it wasn't the cleanest route, but it was double coverage. And for somebody that's as accurate and pinpoint as Tua, that was a bad throw. And why are you throwing the double coverage to Chase Claypool? Another bad decision. It's fucking Chase Claypool. How many plays has he made for y'all? For game on the line, we throwing to Chase Claypool. It's crazy. But yeah, that game didn't do anything for they both in the playoffs. It just, we go to Buffalo instead of going to Kansas City. But Miami not going to be in the playoffs long. I feel confident in saying that. They too beat up too. They got a lot of key injuries too. Like,
I don't got Miami going anywhere on the road in a playoff game, beating anybody, but damn sure not barking up Patrick Mahomes' tree. Now, mind you, they haven't played well, but Patrick Mahomes is one of them guys where the lights get bright. He don't run.
It ain't gonna be his fault if they lose.
His wide receivers might run though.
Yeah. If Kansas City loses, it ain't gonna be Pat's fault. I can guarantee you that right now. But that's why I was saying those two teams are they got some chinks in the armor that they can be beat if you catch them at the right time under the right light.
Let me ask you both of y'all this. Mike McDaniel, we like him. We understand his genius. We respect his candor and just how fun he is to be around, seemingly, right? But can we talk about some of these failures recently? You start off strong. Last couple of years, they started off hot out the gate. Teams got more tape. Weather got colder. And then each season, they falling down back to the pack. Is that an indictment on McDaniel? Is that what do y'all feel about him going forward?
Gotta say it's indictment on him. It's a culture thing. They were 8-3. They were literally watching Hard Knocks. He even mentioned it. Yo, we were at the same exact point at this time last year. Let's be different. And they weren't different. They were the same. So you got to put some kind of blame on him. If something going on that's not clicking, when that calendar flips from November to December, it all falls to shit for them.
Not only the calendars, the competition. I think I talked about it last week after we had beat them, but now they finished the season. They didn't beat a playoff team. And then the playoff teams they lost to, they were outscored. They had a negative 91 point differential. So in some sense, there has to be an indictment on the coach if you can't go in and play these top teams and be competitive. Like, you shouldn't be going into these top teams and getting dog walked. But when you play the Broncos, you scoring almost 70 points on them. Like, it's got to be some sort of balance in that aspect. Now, they've got a good enough team to, you would think, to be where they want to be, but I still don't think Tua's the quarterback. And then they've got a ton of injuries defensively. And it really started with Phillips when he went down in that Jets game. That killed their pass rush. And then obviously Chubb as of late, Xavier and Howard. But if you can't be competitive against the upper echelon teams of the AFC, the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Bills, so on and so forth, you won't be successful because all these teams have young quarterbacks and they're not going nowhere.
Yeah, I agree. Let's bring up that playoff picture. Since we recapped all the games, let's bring up that playoff picture. We'll be looking at. We got the good guys versus Buffalo. We got the Fins at Kansas City. And we got Cleveland at Houston on the AFC side. NFC side, Green Bay, Dallas. We get the storybook picture. Playoff matchup. We got the Rams at Detroit. Matt Stafford's first time back. And Jared Goff against his old team. Eagles, who are slumping. We didn't talk about them, but they are slumping bad. They go to Tampa Bay.
Monday night at that.
Yeah. Eagles.
I swore that Monday night was going to be Rams Lions, but
you would, that ain't a part of the script.
Got that for Sunday night.
Yeah.
The script is actually really good. I mean,
yeah, I like the script.
If the Browns win, you got possibly Joe coming to M&T Bank Stadium for a repeat. Obviously, you guys talked about Stafford against the Lions. What's the other matchups again? Steelers potentially could see us in the playoffs as well. Dolphins going to Arrowhead is a good matchup. And then also the way the AFC is constructed, if the Baltimore Ravens handle their business, they may have to see KC or Buffalo in the AFC Championship, which is going to be important, right? Like for Lamar's narrative, for his story, for his script, getting past one of those guys, because you're thinking about needing to get revenge on Josh Allen for the playoff loss a couple years ago, getting revenge on Pat Mahomes as far as all the close losses he's had to the Chiefs, and finally being able to have him in M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore to host this playoff game. There's so many personal narratives Lamar can get out of this, and he's going to have to go through the best. It's going to be very interesting. The Steelers being able to play in this and keep their streak going. I'm sure the script is going to keep y'all close for 2 quarters, and then it's going. And then the script ain't going to be able to handle everything.
I take 2 quarters because that script against the Chiefs was crazy, man. TJ got that sack fumble. I'm like, oh shit, look at this, and it was lights off, lights off. Turned the lights off quick. But like this.
Is there anything intriguing in the NFC other than the Lions and Cowboys? I'm sorry, the Lions.
I got my eye on that Packers Cowboys matchup, man.
Packers
Cowboys. I think that's going to be it's going to be an intriguing matchup, man. McCarthy going against his old team.
Yeah.
There we go. There you go.
I honestly think LaFleur is the better coach, and McCarthy known for giving up a game late this time of year. Like the thing with the playoffs, and we talked about it a few weeks ago, like the game shrinks. You're not going to get 100 possessions in a game. Like you very well might only get 2 or 3 possessions in a half. The way people are going to burn the clock. So you got to be able to execute at a high level. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Jordan Love does first to Cowboys next week. I think they can keep it close. But the only problem that the Packers gonna have is that defense, and I think the Cowboys gonna be able to put points up on them. But if I'm looking at coaching right now, I think Mike McCarthy will do something to keep this game close.
I mean, Philly, and Tampa. You looking at Baker getting Philly, a weak Philly.
No, let's talk about it. Hold up, bring it back to the bottom of the motherfucking map. Bring it back to the bottom
going
of
up
the map.
against a weak Philly.
Nigga,
I ain't picking Baker, but we'll see.
we can criticize Josh Allen and all these other motherfuckers. When we gonna talk about Jalen Hurts?
Man,
Are we gonna have
he
a conversation?
looks bad.
Not we, not us three.
No,
but
yeah,
in
yeah,
general,
he looks
collective. When are
he
we
got
gonna
that
start having
bag.
this conversation?
He got that bag, and it ain't look right.
Because without
It ain't
AJ
look
Brown, I saw Josh Allen make a playoffs with Cole Beasley as his top receiver and John Brown. I saw that. So y'all can't tell me shit about Stephon Diggs. What about AJ Brown?
Yeah, man.
What has Hurts done without a gauntlet of players? When they go down, what does he look like? What did he look like with them this year?
Damn sure.
We can talk about everybody else. We ain't gonna talk about Jalen.
Talked about the scheme a lot. We did all of that, but dog.
I definitely think it's an indictment on him and on Sirianni. Like,
don't compare him to Lamar.
Yeah.
Don't put him on the
nah,
because they was putting him over. Last year they had him over that nigga. I'm like, all right, y'all got it.
They did.
But I got something for them later on, though, Scott.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I got
cool.
For them.
Yeah, we can hit the first commercial break then. Nitty Gritty. This ad is brought to you by Lavelle Body. Lavelle Body is an all-natural, handmade skin and hair care line for men, women, and children. So if your skin is dry, your hair is damaged, or your beard is having problems connecting, shop Lavelle Body today at lavellebody.com or DM Lavelle Body LLC on Instagram. Again, that's lavellebody.com or DM Lavelle Body LLC.
Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. The fuck happened to you? I got
Sunshine Trevor Lawrence.
What happened to that boy? Yeah. What happened to that boy?
Man, you gotta be.
Hey, look at this pick, yo.
You gotta be better. Yeah, you gotta be better, dog. You gotta be better.
Just a blatant miss.
I mean, they were talking about you as the top prospect since John Elway. Haven't seen John Elway-esque play from you since you've been drafted.
Peyton Manning last year when he was
Peyton Manning,
games. Yeah.
Andrew Luck. It was getting crazy with the guys they was comparing him to, and I just haven't seen it consistently. You have a good game here and there, like your athletic ability is crazy, but it ain't all come together yet. And I just want to thank
Axl Rose than Peyton Manning.
Yeah. But I thank you because I haven't been happy in 2 months. I haven't been happy in 2 months. So you gave me something to smile about, Sunshine. Thank you. Nick, who you got?
Keith. I don't even remember that. Oh yeah,
here we go.
I forgot his name.
What happened to that boy? Yeah. What happened to that boy?
FedEx Smith.
He who must not be named. He don't deserve one. But again, he all right. He tough, right? He gonna become a FedEx executive. He be all right.
Oh yeah, he's straight. He's straight. But like Keith said earlier, he didn't impress me in Tennessee. Motherfucker, you got Derrick Henry. Okay, get the ball to Derrick Henry and go. Like you didn't do nothing crazy in Tennessee. You had AJ Brown. What are we talking about?
I mean, in fairness, they haven't done shit since, but in fairness, he hasn't done shit since. So.
Yeah, he ain't done shit since. Yeah.
Neither one of them.
I could say Derrick Henry got a little long in the tooth. He got a little old, and then Ryan is who he is.
And then they traded AJ, which is
they traded AJ.
It's unfathomable.
You draft Traylon Burks, who you didn't really replace AJ. You just drafted.
Nope. Who's Traylon?
You didn't do shit. You didn't do shit. So,
at this point.
But Arthur Smith, you went to a team that had Kyle Pitts, and you drafted Bijan, and you got Drake London. You got all these guys, and y'all decided to draft Desmond Ridder. Cool. Everybody fuck up. Pittsburgh fucked up. Everybody fucks up. That draft was terrible with quarterbacks, as you can see. And then Lamar, you just can talk to him. All y'all had to do was talk to him. Just say hi. What's up, big head? You know what I'm saying? Take him on a trip. Feed him a little bit. They ain't want to do that. First team. I think they were the first team that said, yeah, nah, we straight. You straight? So now you got to deal with what happened with Desmond Ridder and Tyler Heineke going back and forth between those guys. And I get it because I went back and forth with Kenny Mason and Mitch. It's terrible. But good coaching gets you 10 wins out of that bullshit.
Yeah, that's a fact. But I think a lot of this needs to not be put on Arthur Smith and should be put on Arthur Blank. Because
I got you. Hold on.
What happened to that boy?
Because if Arthur Blank had the foresight to say, yeah, Desmond Ridder is cool. We like the kid personally. Like, for instance, Jameis, everybody likes him personally. But is he the man to lead your franchise? Desmond Ridder ain't the man to lead your franchise. You can tell that by his decision making on the field. Like, you can tell. You can tell when somebody has the potential. And when you have the opportunities to get the Lamar Jacksons of the world, to attempt to get the Deshaun Watsons of the world, attempts to move up in the draft to get a quarterback, they punted and they said, we believe in what we have. That's an organizational flaw right there and a huge mistake. And that's not something I think you don't think Arthur Smith would have been like, I'd love to coach Lamar Jackson. Man, that nigga Arthur Blank kind of like, what are you supposed to do with Desmond Ridder? Like, seriously, what was they supposed to do? Everybody was fucked at that point. Yeah, I'm gonna run the ball. Do you see this bum at quarterback?
Lamar and Bijan, that would have been crazy.
What?
And you ain't got to Lamar to throw it to Drake London. He gonna force feed it to Kyle Pitts. We seen him with Mark Andrews. He gonna force feed it.
That would be crazy.
That would have been crazy.
Algier and the tuck.
Shout out to you, Arthur Blank, because your arrogance got you to a bad place. Now you searching and hoping for a quarterback. Good luck. Y'all was what are they 7-10? Y'all ain't even good enough to get the cream of the cream. You know what I mean? Like the top of the middle. Top.
Yep.
Hey man, keep talking about Lamar's injury history though.
Keep who you got?
I got the Eagles. Sirianni.
What happened to that boy?
Oh, stats.
What happened to that boy?
Yeah, I mean, it's a team that was. But this is a team that was
some shit.
Like 10. It's like a team that was 10-1, but since that 49ers game, just been downhill for them. The only win they have in that stretch, I think, is the Giants, and that was a game on Christmas Day, and they weren't really impressive in that game either. People might say it's Jalen Hurts' knee. It could be the injury, but everybody injured in Week 18 in the NFL. I don't really want to hear that. Him and Sirianni haven't matched up well this year. Sirianni's been outcoached. He just got outcoached by one of his coordinators last week from Arizona. We can arguably say Indianapolis looked better than them as a team this year. So I'm starting to believe that last year might have been a result of the coordinators that he had around him. And now that he's been on Front Street, the play calling has looked rather mundane, and the team as a whole just hasn't clicked. And so, I mean, Thanksgiving, we was talking about they going right back to a Super Bowl. And now here you are talking about, can Baker Mayfield beat them on Monday night next week? It's just a complete 180, and that's got to start with coaching, and it's got to start with your quarterback.
And the funny thing about that, Keith, the coordinators left, and all the cohesiveness on both sides of the football left with it. On offense, everything is disjointed. And after this, I want to make a point about the Colts, but the offense is disjointed, the defense is inconsistent, and Sirianni's looked at to provide some guidance and leadership. He's not providing it, so it makes me wonder: is he the guy? And it makes me wonder if they were to lose to the Bucs, is his seat safe? Possibly because he made the Super Bowl, but I would tell you
they got rid of Dougie P. They got rid of Doug Peterson, and he wanted to.
Philly don't play.
Yeah, they don't play.
So I think his seat could be real high.
One thing,
for sure.
One thing that's unrelated but related, I wanted to touch on that I forgot to touch on was remember the last play of the Colts game. There was controversy about the play call. Should Jonathan Taylor had gotten the ball? Do you like throwing in that situation? I kind of like how Jonathan Taylor remarked about it, basically saying, he's been drawing great shit up for us all year. We got to trust in the play call. And it's one of those things too, where like, it was a good play call. The execution could have been a little better, but the nigga was wide open. He dropped the pass.
Yeah.
Did you see? You saw his lips after the play to Gardner. He said, "That's
Hey, we had it. That's on you.
Steichen said that?
Yeah, he said that shit to Gardner.
I said,
That's a coach.
Yo, he looked at him and said, "We had it. That's on you." I said,
he was pissed.
But
I said,
let it pass.
He was pissed.
A little behind him. He is a professional. He should have caught it, but yeah.
To be fair to everybody, the left tackle got beat on that play. So when you saw Gardner release the pass, he kind of had to do it at an angle so it didn't get Brock Purdy tipped.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So it was behind him, but he was trying to throw it to where nobody could tip it.
It's all execution.
You gotta execute, man.
Execution. Yeah, it's all execution.
Did they throw the ball on? Did they throw the ball on third down too? That's what I'm trying to go back and remember.
I believe they did. I think it was a rollout or something like that, and they tried to go.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Like you gotta. I hate that. I hate them rollouts, and if I got 2 downs to get 1 yard, I'm giving JT.
Somebody won't run the ball.
Yeah, for one of them, like if you know you're going for it on 4th, yeah, hell yeah. One of them is I got one of the best running backs in the league. Hell yeah.
Now, mind you, John was injured, but at the same time, he wasn't that injured. This for the season.
For 1 yard? Yeah, hell yeah. Yo, I just one play. Just one play, cuz. Just one play. Philly this year reminds me, and this is how I'm flexible in my arguments. They remind me of 11-0 Skull. Because if you look at how they won all of those games, they weren't running away with those games like they were last year. Like they were close games. Like a lot of them, they were close. So it was kind of fool's gold, like y'all would say to me, how they were winning and the competition at first. Well, that second half of that schedule came up and they had to play them guys. It was bad. So
hold on, you talking about the Colts?
No, Eagles.
The Eagles. Yeah.
That 10-1 wasn't a dominant 10-1. It was like, oh, yo, you beat that team by 3. Oh, you beat that team by 6.
No, but when you losing to Seattle, you losing to the Giants, like
that Giants
really
supposed
to be.
That's supposed to be. They played. Your guys played. Yeah, man. Yeah. And I know why they played. They shouldn't have been playing, but you playing to try to get some of this mojo back. It's bad, man.
Yeah, hold on. So just for accuracy, it wasn't a rollout. Jonathan Taylor ran the ball for 1 yard on 3rd and 2, but going into that decision making, Jonathan Taylor had ran the ball 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight plays.
Yeah, nah.
So, I mean, on a bum ankle. So I don't know. I get it.
Y'all got it tonight. I know we talked about
Keith's time.
Keith. Oh, I forgot. Oh, no. He had the Eagles.
No, the Natty.
Yeah, the Natty tonight.
I mean, I think it's set up to be a good game. I really do. I do think it's Jim Harbaugh's last game in Michigan too. He'll be an NFL coach next year somewhere. But as far as the game, Washington can score points. They've scored points all year at a high clip. The thing with Michigan, who have they played outside of Ohio State? The thing with Michigan, they haven't played a quarterback that can throw the ball down the field. You've played Penn State, who don't throw the ball. Ohio State, their quarterback situation was subpar this year. So this is going to be the first chance that these cornerbacks from Michigan really get tested, I think, because Penix has the ability to throw the ball down the field. I still think it's Michigan's game to lose. The run game with Blake Corum is just elite. I think they'll be able to put up points on Washington as well. I really want to pick Washington, but I think it's Michigan's turn to finally win one. I'm going to go Michigan 31, Washington 24.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, I hope MP has a mid performance, so he can slide down that draft board a little bit to 20. I think we at 20 right now as it speaks. Before you,
he don't even have a first round grade right now.
That's perfect. That's beautiful. Keep it there. If we're gonna reach, I'd rather reach for him.
Yeah, man, I'm rooting for the South Florida kid, man. I'm not rooting for Michigan, nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck me.
Purple do-rags in the air tonight.
Pulled up in the shiesty today. Like,
did he?
I like that kid. Yeah. I
I
like him.
Yeah,
I like him.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah, I like him. So be mid today, and then I got because if not, I got to roll with Cooper DeJean. I don't want to have to do that. I don't. Before we get up out of here, Draymond Green is back. He's doing interviews. He's crying. Steve Kerr is crying. Everybody's crying. Tears all over the world.
You fucking tripping, dog.
Feels good to do this.
You tripping, dog.
This is all your fault. You hit people. You do stupid shit. Why are you crying, man? You're back to play basketball. Just shut the fuck up and do it. It's as simple as that. You ain't gotta cry. You ain't gotta be a victim. You're not a victim. Victims don't swing like you, bro. I never seen a victim swing like you.
You're a bully.
I never seen a victim swing like you.
Or choke like you.
Or choke like or kick.
You doing the whole MMA shit. Goddamn, Connor.
Fraud. Yeah, dog. Just go back to play basketball. You ain't gotta do all that extra shit.
Nah, I don't like this main character syndrome this nigga got, yo. Yo said,
yeah, who is he?
What hurts me is my actions caused Steph Curry to get criticized. Well, yeah, that's kind of what happens, bro. Like, they're gonna blame the better person for not getting your dumb ass in check. Yes, that's how it goes down. Oh, I had to cry. I didn't know if I wanted to play basketball. So instead of looking in the mirror and say, you know what, let me keep my fucking hands to myself, he's gonna say, I don't know if I can just play basketball anymore. Like, nigga, focus on scoring 10 points per game. Can we get to that? Can we get to that milestone?
Yo, if I can't slap a
scoring 10
teammate
points per game should not be harder than not hitting the nigga or choking the nigga.
Yo, if I can't slap a teammate, I don't know if I can do this shit, y'all. I don't know.
At the end of the day, if you tee one of your coworkers, let alone two, like, you gotta go, like, you don't even have a job no more.
Yeah, what? One. And the manner that you did it, like, if they look at you and be like, oh, yeah, nah, you can't come back. If it was some ticky-tack shit.
And are we sure Steve Kerr was crying out of, like, love or crying out of any, like, he might have been crying out of fear.
Crying because you back.
He had a Jordan PTSD moment. Like, he just remembered that fatal moment. He was like, don't hit me. Whatever you say, you can.
I told y'all Friday. I see why I like Steve Kerr. Yeah.
You got it. Run floppy for Draymond all game. Fuck it. Nah, hell no.
Anime.
They said I had to look in the mirror and do some soul searching. I'm like, no, you didn't. You said this three attacks in assaults ago. I will be better, nigga. You said that 5 years ago when you kicked LeBron in his nuts and caused your team the championship. You said that. I can't make this up. My imagination not that vivid. I promise.
After calling one of the best basketball players to ever live a bitch, nah, I gotta be better.
I was in the man.
I gotta be better. Yeah, I don't know, dog. Y'all got anything else with the NBA? Yeah,
Lakers had a big win last night. Yeah, they have not been playing well at all. But to get over, see, that's the thing with the Lakers that I think I might have said this, or somebody might have said this. Like, I do have more confidence in them in a 7-game series than I do in a regular season type of situation. If LeBron and AD can actually lock into an opponent, you know, that team plays differently in that setting. So I think this was a good win for them, just for future reference, right? Like, to have like, hey, we can beat them. This is our example of it, but they gotta start showing some consistency, man. And the Suns suck too. I hate Bradley Beal as a third star, and it's not all his fault, but those pieces just don't fit, and they have absolutely no depth. So remember in the summer we were talking about, yeah, maybe they did a few things. No, they did. No. We knew Nurkic was ass. We knew Bobo wasn't the answer, and they ain't got no point guard. They ain't got no shooters. Grayson Allen can't be your best shooter besides the big three. Okay, because remind you, that big three is supposed to suck up the defense, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you dish it out, who you dishing it out to?
Grayson fucking Allen. Hey, what prop you say, Keith?
Eric Gordon.
what prop?
Those are only two. Those are only two.
It's a crisis.
Crisis of leadership.
Crisis of leadership down there, boy.
And then you brought in a defensive-minded head coach with no defensive personnel. We've talked about that already.
Bunch of offensive pieces.
He got a lot of credit for LeBron James being cerebral, right? So because on defense, you can't lean into being a defensive team because you don't got the defensive pieces to do that. And on offense, you can't lean into being an offensive minded team because the head coach don't got no sets. He ain't got no offensive identity. He just saying, yo, y'all go figure it out. And that can work with LeBron. LeBron is the offense. That can't work right now. You like, bro.
And you
Matt
had Jason
Ishbia,
Kidd.
you suck. You trash, bro.
And you had Jason Kidd on your staff. You had some guys on the staff that was handling it all, and you was just the defensive coordinator. But it's cool to be a defensive coordinator with LeBron and Alex and AD.
If I'm Vogel, LeBron, whatever you say goes on that end, because you've done it. Sure. You've done it for 20 seasons. I know what your offense is. I coached against it. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
When you got big, and then you got these scores that don't have, like, everybody thinks they can be James Harden. James Harden was a combo guard in college. He's always been that. Mm-hmm. You just don't flip that switch, bro, and become a playmaker. It don't happen like that. Nah. Unless you got it in you already. But we was calling people, no, not we. People were calling Devin Booker young Kobe. It wasn't because he's young Kobe. It's because he got that mind state. You think you're going to get him to be a distributor?
Yeah, we need 10 assists tonight, Bucko. He ain't Tyrese Halliburton.
You think Brad Beal, who's just getting his shots up in Washington, is going to change his demeanor to being a distributor and not shooting first? Right. It don't work like that, bro.
It's all bad. All bad. Oh, man. Let's go to the last commercial break, Nitty Gritty.
Brand activations, business openings, recently engaged or any new life event that deserves a celebration? Start planning with Penn Jones Events. Owner and principal planner Paige guarantees a fun and stress-free planning experience, managing every event aspect, including budgets, timelines, vendor negotiations, event design, and more. Penn Jones Events is a full-service wedding and event planning company based in Maryland. We curate extraordinary events tailored to you. Let's start planning today. For a free 30-minute consultation, visit ppjevents.com.
Good show, fellas. Good show.
That brown brush in his head is so flagrant, yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you, yo. After I get a haircut, I get the brushing. That shit hurts me. I got some hair on my head. So I know that brother was struggling. Like, his pain tolerance is crazy. Because he was going and just all flesh, all scalp.
Somebody get Braun some rosemary water, man. Just spray that on your head at night, Braun. You be all right.
It'll grow. The natural. It'll grow.
Little rosemary water, massage that scalp, Braun.
Little vitamin E oil.
Did you say massage that's not Mario.
Massage the corners. Corners is the first thing to go.
Right in the middle. Right in
the middle on your Steve Harvey.
It was the vigorousness of the way he was.
That motherfucker was going. Wow.
I'm like, yo, your shit don't hurt.
Quality brush.
That's what all the Boston do to you.
I got hair, when I do that, it hurts a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. That shit hurt, yo. That shit is not for the faint of heart. I got two brushes. I got the crazy bull bristle, and then I got the soft.
He had the good brush.
He had the real good brush. That motherfucker ain't had waves since he had the Hummer. I don't know what he was doing. Salute. Salute to yo. Appreciate everybody that listens live, everybody that checks out the podcast. If you view us on YouTube, we appreciate you. Keep liking, commenting, and subscribing. We'll be back on Friday, same place, same time. Until then, stay safe and be blessed. We out.